What's going on, everybody? This is Duke White. You're watching Real Life with Duke White. I'm with my boy Brandon Bruno. Brandon is my business partner for the Good Eats Food Festival that we were in the works trying to plan and come up with, and we're looking for food trucks.
Absolutely.
So first of all, I'm a little bit bigger than you are.
About a little bit. We do.
So a little bit bigger than you are, but we came up with this idea because we wanted to do something creative that really, blessed the city, and we wanted to do something for Life Camp USA, Wounded Warriors, and all that stuff. But go ahead, what do you got?
Well, I was going to say, yeah, it's more with those two programs as well as to start bringing back the community, especially when the whole COVID thing where it literally shut down the world.
Right.
And I think it's to start bringing back the community, come back, having a good time, experiencing the food, the atmosphere, the drinks.
Each other.
Exactly. And
yeah, because I know we want to feel like it was so far ago, the 2020, the COVID thing, but it really did affect a lot of us, and our ability to connect. Concerts and events have not necessarily recovered from it.
Right.
Because people are still scared and then kind of shell shocked from it. So we wanted to do something that really just brought some fresh wind back to the community. And we're looking for food trucks right now. If you know anybody out there who has food trucks, who's already in the food truck industry, the requirements is that you got to have your food handler's license, be certified. But we don't care where you're from in the nation, and we're gonna have things sectioned off. Where there's like a Candyville, like everything's gonna have its own little name. The Seafood Plaza. We're gonna have different stuff for everybody, but we want to make sure that we have as many different types of food trucks as possible.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that don't like one certain thing, especially those who are vegan. So we definitely, those who are starting a vegan business or already have a vegan business and want to reach out with a clientele or be in the mix, definitely want that out, because that's where a lot of people are starting to go vegan, and it's more health conscious atmosphere, if you want to say.
Not me. Give me the sloppiest hot dog you can find. I'm kidding. I want to be around. I want to live.
But yeah, definitely vendors, sponsors, anyone that wants to help sponsor this would be a great thing. I know that with the TV show, you definitely will help out. Then I know we're trying to do the Jumbotron.
The Jumbotron. Dude, we're going to have music. We're going to have, there's going to be a beer garden. We're going to have music. There's going to be, so many different
seafood.
The Seafood Plaza. But the other thing that I want you guys to understand is that we are serious about supporting entrepreneurs, and so we really, this is all being televised. So the idea is to really tell the story of the food trucks that we're going to have out there, and we want to do this throughout the different cities. So there'll be in Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake. We want to make sure that we give these guys work really hard.
They do.
And some people they love cooking. By the way, do you got a favorite food?
Well, being Italian, of course, Italian food's always the number one.
Yeah. What's funny about Italians is they don't play when it comes to food. Like,
no.
I'm not going to say any business names. I want to make sure we get sponsors. But I saw this YouTube video where it was like an Italian mom.
The grandmother's tasting American Italian food.
She's like, no, this is not it. Yeah. I was just like, oh my gosh, that was so funny. So if you can make an Italian happy, you're doing something, because you guys don't play around with food. What is it? Is it more the spices?
I think the al dente, if you want to say, the food. How fresh it is. I come across so much. What gets me, especially when it's Italian food, that frozen fake cheese that they put on everything. It's like really? Within 2 minutes, it turned into bubble gum. I was like, oh god.
You know what? I wanted. So unfortunately, so this was what was supposed to happen. Brandon was supposed to be here, and the owner of Doughboys was going to be here, but he wasn't able to make it. We weren't able to get connected, so we were trying to work that out. But Brandon was like so critical, but then when he was like, man, dude, this is kind of my lane, and he tasted Doughboys and actually was like, this is, you loved it.
It was good.
You know, I was like, dude, so now we're going to have this great interview with the owner of Doughboys, which is, guys, if you haven't been to Virginia Beach and tried Doughboys, you got to do it. I eat one of they have this thing called the Tsunami that I eat by myself.
Nuts.
Yeah. So Brandon's gonna buy. That's why he's going into business with me right now. He's like, let me get in while he's still alive, and then you have the business to yourself in a few years.
Just put that in a contract.
Yeah, put it in the contract, man.
Come over from food, business goes to you automatically.
Right. Seriously. But I do want to tell you guys. Listen. Everybody's welcome to the food, like pastries, even if you have specialty things where you don't have sugar in your food or whatever. Don't talk yourself out of being a part of the food festival, because there is a place that we are sectioning off called a Vendorville, where vendors can go. So there's food trucks, but then there's like the Vendorville, where if you have certain things that are already packaged, but everything's based off food, and hopefully I lose weight by the time we actually do. But we're trying to do this in 2024, the summer of 2024. The one that we're aiming at for sure is the Chesapeake Jubilee site. That's where our kind of focus is right now. We are going to try to get one at Virginia Beach as well, but again, like I said, we want one at every park, every place in the city. We want to leave our mark there. This is just to bring family, fun, and food together, in an experience. And you're going to try to get the DeLoreans there.
I'm going to try to. My dad's good friends with him. He does a lot of photography for at their events, so it's just literally a few phone calls. I mean, but anybody can book them in a sense. Yeah. So it's just a matter of they're extremely busy.
Yeah.
But they do such well performances that they deserve to be busy.
Yeah.
So they are amazing.
Great job, guys. Also, if you are an independent artist or something like that, and as long as you got to be good, man. Like, we're televising this thing, dude.
Yeah.
And like me, listen, I'm the nice guy. This guy, if you're bad, he's gonna tell you don't want that.
When it comes to
food and music,
well, it's not even about what it is. It could be anything. It could be talk about what kind of rims you put on your vehicle. But when it comes to when we put our names on something, when we finance it, we're putting our backing towards it. I want the best of the best, because time is money, as well as your reputation, and that's everything when it comes into the business industry.
Right.
And so,
which is, by the way, you got to be hearing more from Brandon on on Real Life with White, because he's helping us out with the vacay and VA as well. Of course, I'm weaponizing him and using him to find us the best places to eat, and so he's going to be you'll be able to know if you're not from here. I promise you can trust this guy. This guy says it's good. It's good. You don't have nothing to worry about. So we're going to be weaponizing Brandon.
We're back at it, gang. We're here on the 16th Street, down on the boardwalk at the beautiful Virginia Beach, with the ocean crashing behind us. As well, this amazing piece of artwork that has been done on the beach, and it looks like a representation of Louis Vuitton, which is awesome, is all get out. But I want to step out of the way so the cameraman can get an awesome view of it. All right, so the vibe down here seems like it's pretty chill. People just, minding their business, taking a nice stroll. We got a cool breeze out here, and people eating, drinking, and having a good old time. So, but from there, we're going to check out until we hit our next spot.
The other thing you're going to be doing on the show is the do's and don'ts of life. Like, if you're if you're first time buying a car, he's going to give you guys some tips on what to look after, what to look for, and he's not like me. If I like you, I'm buying the car. Like that's I try to tell my kids, don't be like me, but
definitely not.
I think every car dealer just saw me say that, and then they're going to be like,
we got you. Thank you.
But
Nielsen is the friendliest person out there.
You also got some expertise in real estate.
A little bit. It's been a while. I'm more the flipping side of things. What I mean, remodeling houses. Growing up in that business, my father owns his own business. So I've been in it since I was 12. I'm 39 now, to give out my age. And I completely remodeled my house.
I just want to punch him. He's 39. Like he looks like he's 22 years old. Dude, you did good, man.
Trying.
But you have the insight on you know, like some the do's and don'ts of that as well. So he's going to be kind of like help you figure out, especially if you're just starting off, you're just coming out of the gate, and there's some things there's some things you need to know.
Oh, for sure. And people are saying, like, what does this guy know at 39? Trust and believe, I've done a lot of things. I've put a lot of time and effort. Even with the car thing, I am 39. I've been driving since I was 16. I've gone through about almost 60 cars now.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives you, so the things that I tell you is don't do what I did, because there's a lot of moments that I've shook my head after I signed the papers, like, why did I do that? So it just saves you time and energy. So
yeah,
I think
it was funny. Like, man, I always like I do you know how to drop an engine?
what?
Do you know how to drop an engine? Like, do you know how to like do all? Because I always see
yeah.
you as like you do know how to work on your own car.
I do. I try not to do it anymore. So I'd rather pay somebody.
Yeah. So, but it's a choice though.
Now it's a choice.
See, I always thought, I was like, dude, I was like, man, the one thing I've never known is like if you could actually work on your own stuff. But now I always wanted to ask you.
I wish I had kept my videos of my cousin and I tearing out my 62 Cadillac DeVille. Literally took it out, the whole engine out, rebuilt it, and put it back in, and I think in 3 days in the middle of my driveway.
Just because you're bored?
Because, well, I bought the car, it was a project car, and I thought I was going to be cool with a 62 Cadillac, put on air ride suspension. It was going until they told me how much he was going to do the interior, and I looked at him. I was like, yeah, I could go buy me, run in with an extra.
Check this out. So not only that with the car, but he's like, hey man, I just bought my house, man. I'd love for you to come by and check it out, you know, and pray for us and all this stuff. So I'm like, cool, come over, dude. The house is gutted, wires everywhere. It's this beautiful house, but he's like he didn't like the kitchen, he didn't like this, he didn't like that. And guess who is going to remodel this whole thing? Him by himself. And I watched this guy remodel his house by himself. We rewired everything. It was like insane. So he's like the John Wick of like remodeling and flipping houses.
I would say I'm a jack of all trades, but I haven't mastered anything, which is honestly probably dumb.
Nah, dude, this guy, listen guys, this guy knows what he's doing. I just saw it. When I walked into his house after it was remodeled, his level of focus is phenomenal. But I do want to tell you guys again, and it's that type of stuff that I'm telling you, that when we put this event together, it's going to be amazing because of the fact that we got this guy who is an absolute focused person, man of standard, and he's been a brother and a friend to me for a very long time. And I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to be great. The other thing I was going to say is that so not only is he going to be doing the foodie things, is like telling us about the different food, but you do this thing where you get the storage units. Tell them about that.
All right. So those who've seen this show, Storage Wars, that's pretty much what I do on my day-to-day basis. Buy storage units and flip them. A lot of the content or items go on eBay, most of it. And of course I do the local sales between yard sales, flea market, auction houses, Facebook Marketplace. But yeah, that what you see on the show though is only 10% of what reality is.
Right.
There's a lot of dirty work behind in those units. I wish TV really got into it and not just the glamour.
Oh, we're going to show it.
Oh,
we're gonna
exactly.
Show it. Yeah,
we are.
We filmed it. We filmed one of his storage units and could not believe what we saw. I think it was like first there was this like a bag of needles, and you thought I think you paid like it was like $20, right? So something like that. It was like a really cheap unit, and I don't remember. It was a really cheap unit, and first it was like a bag of needles, and he was just like, oh man, this is done. Then he went to this other bag. I think he went the further back, and it was like silver and spoons and a whole bunch of cards.
Yeah, a bunch of sports cards, a box of comic books.
Comic books that were classic comic books, sports cards, and then there was like coins in it, and then all of a sudden it just started. And we were like, I think you said you walked out there with like $2,000 worth of merchandise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said, oh yeah. But but there's ups and downs though.
If you don't know what you're doing, yes. Look, I've been blessed enough to be able to read units. There's only a handful, and when I say a handful, maybe 5 that I've actually bombed. And 2 of those units is I was trying to show who is big dog on campus and who can spend the most money, which is a horrible thing to do while you're in business in anything you do, regardless of if you're at a car auction, right, buying a house, or trying to show up somebody at a restaurant how many drinks you can buy.
Yeah.
The dumbest thing to do.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But I just love the fact that you are so creative, and I'm pushing innovation right now, guys. Be innovative, be creative, take chances, be smart, take smart shit. But
yeah, smart. Yeah. I mean, be smart and calculated. Like, don't go and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to start a museum tomorrow and know nothing about artwork. I mean, that's not. There's a thing called taking risk, but there's calculated smart at risk.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't put your family on the streets so you can go do something. I mean, obviously, you got to pick your battles.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, guys, is that, hopefully we can inspire you. Like, we're doing the food truck thing, but that if you follow the pattern, it all makes sense. He's doing the storage thing, it all makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to encourage you guys, bounce back. That's all we've ever done our whole lives.
Pretty much.
Is bounce back. When things happen, things go wrong, we bounce back. We use creativity to maneuver through life. That you just brought up the flipping houses things. Like, guys, that's a serious opportunity. But I do appreciate you for saying there's some dirty stuff that goes on, and that means you might have to go in restore a house. There's gonna be, you have to tear up some stuff.
Yeah, the properties I see on a daily basis with my other business, rats running all over the place, mildew, literally fungus growing out of the carpet. And I walk in this house, and I'm like, why? Why do we still have this property?
Right.
I shake my head on a daily basis.
I was going to flipping houses just because you said rats, and I would have Crystal help me do she hates rats, dude, like on an epic level, but I would go into flipping just to see her reaction.
I just tell you, just go to this one certain property, stand there for a few minutes, you hear them scurrying around.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Yeah, a little bit, especially when you can't see nothing and you don't know where they're at.
I watch too many scary movies to do flipping houses. Like, which house is this house haunted? You ever seen anything?
I felt presence. I haven't really seen anything. There was one house, man. It gave me the heebie-jeebies. I'd refuse to go down in the basement, but I go, nope. They're not. Sorry, they're not getting pictures of the basement. I don't care.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude, it's.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, so guys, be creative. We want to inspire you, but I wanted to make sure you guys got to know. And we got some cool stuff coming up. He's also an actor, and we got some cool stuff coming up that we can't say too much right now, but. Then be looking for Brandon Bruno. You just put on social media and everything.
On social media is just Brandon Bruno. Then Instagram is Brandon_Bruno13. That's where I kind of do most of my people who I'm hanging out with, i.e. celebrities or the stuff that is dealing with the TV show. Then today, if I can go ahead and plug this, was my friend Chiro. He's the creator of Mob Kings. He hit me up talking about me being in his next film called Burning Bridges.
Oh, right on.
And it's a wrestling movie. And Chiro, if you see this, I hope that I can promote this.
Don't get me sued.
But he's doing a character about a bad villain wrestler. And I know he has Rob Van Dam from ECW, and he's getting a bunch of other ECW or WWE wrestlers involved. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, I wish you understood how close you are to your vision and your dream in manifesting, but you got to be a person of action. You got to get beyond just talking about stuff, and you got to connect with the right people.
Absolutely.
That's
connections is the biggest thing.
Low kick, stay switching up like I'm low kick. Trust I don't trust who don't know me. They don't know the half of my story. Only my God get the glory. Only my God get the glory. Only He know what it's for me. So only my God get the glory. Always come through with the extra. Had the round table with investors. Talking long money, these lectures. This kingship goes scepters. Sacred or secular, ain't no division. It all belongs to the one who was risen, and through him who strengthens me. I can do all of my enemies something ridiculously. Forever in favor, you never get rid of me. Check the steeds, how I breeze through them, cause the flow, they ain't got that energy. But the message speaking Chinese to them, I can't let them slide. Devil hands on them, got them full of pride. If I come for them, then they finna hide. Put the fear of God and I'm petrified. I'm vexing. Let me testify, I was in the grave, problem rectified. Now alive, why I get electrified. Catch demons in them, get them exercise. Cause my inner sanctum won't be jeopardized. Cut my inner circle, had to sever ties. It ain't no surprise that I'm still here. By the grace of my God and the tip of my spear. For real, for real. High kick, low kick. Stay switching up like I'm low kick. Trust I don't trust who don't know me. They don't know the half of my story. Only my God get the glory. Only my God get the glory. Only he know what it's for me. So only my God get the glory. Trust nobody. I don't trust nobody but God. Too many imposters, they go from bad to worse. Trust me. Trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. Not even my own understanding. I don't trust nobody but God. Bro, turn their head like a dough king. Vanity is all vanity. Check my adversary, they could never break me in and think it's the brink of insanity. How I spit it be sounding so heavily, don't it? I'm in the whip turning donuts, spinning circles round opponents. Living that life, better slow up. Call on his name, he gon' show up. Yeshua, Hamashiach, hallelujah. We just say the non-believer. They out here selling they soul to the devil to get to the riches. He been knowing how to cheat us. They don't know who to trust. They can hear his voice, but they don't know that it's Jesus. Can't ride out with anybody. I need real soldiers. I know some of y'all freeze up. I go above and beyond in my Call of Duty. I'm an overachiever. I jump in the spirit, see me get the wave in my arms like an open receiver. My only fear is God. That's my whole job, so I know who controlling me. I keep his commands. They be finessing the word, trying to make it fit who they be. They fumble the bag and envy how I'm getting it. I'm in their head living rent free. I tell them God did it. It ain't complicated, but you know how them simps be. So I keep their cannon open on the dresser, cause the Old Testaments resonate. I beat the statistics, all I do is win, so you can put them V's in my resume. Victory, high kick, low kick. Stay switching up like I'm low kick. Trust I don't trust who don't know me. They don't know the half of my story. Only my God get the glory. Only my God get the glory. Only he know what it's for me. So only my God get the glory.
Hi, I'm Robert Shepard. America has approximately 580,000 homeless people. My area of Virginia estimates 5,783 people living on the streets. A Google search can show the homeless number in your state. You can make a difference. Please send a message that God loves the homeless and has not forgotten them. Go to www.comingsoonjesus.org and click on Fundraising. Purchase the Coming Soon Jesus t-shirt or hoodie. The CSJ team delivers the shirts and hoodies to homeless shelters, churches, and even directly to the homeless. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can help the homeless. Please go to www.comingsoonjesus.org. Purchase a t-shirt or hoodie for the homeless today. God bless you as you bless the homeless.
Current FM has good news. The FCC has approved our application to triple our radio signal. We get to go up in power. We've been praying for this for so long, but we can't do this without your help. We are asking you to help fund this power increase, as we'll need to buy a bigger transmitter and antenna. The price for these items alone will be approximately $75,000. Can you help us reach the amount needed so we can quickly get the power increase up and going? You can easily donate securely online at currentfm.com. You can also send in a check to Current FM, 3500 Virginia Beach Boulevard, Suite 201, Virginia Beach, Virginia 23452. We are nonprofit and tax deductible. It's because of your prayers that we received favor from the FCC, and we can't thank you enough for those prayers and for your financial support through the years. Help Current FM in reaching more people and seeing more lives changed in the years ahead.
Yeah, so please make sure you're not just staying in your head. Get out of your head. Get out and live. But again, back to the food trucks. If you are a food truck person at all, we want to connect with you. Email to send out for now, and I'll give you updated information. But the email to send out now is production@mediaoeg.com. That's production@mediaoeg.com. And then if you want to reach out to Brandon,
you can just reach me at brunosmarketinginc@gmail.com. That's my daily one I deal to. Do you want to talk about October at all? Just kind of.
Yeah.
So in October, I think we're trying to do the 21st of October. We just got a great invite by FSX here on 16th Street to use their facility as well the parking lot across the street to do a small food truck event, just to trying to get the ball rolling and get the feeling and whatnot.
And that means contact us now, because we've learned based off the city that
they move quick they move quick at the same time.
So yeah, if you want to be a part of that, we're ready to rock and roll. Go ahead, send us your information. We'll get back with you. We'll be having a website set up soon. But right now we're doing everything through mediaoeg.com. That's Media One Entertainment Group. And so we're doing everything through that right now. But I need you guys to understand that we are all about family. We're all about fun. And we're all about the experience.
Experience.
When someone goes, oh, they get a name, you're like, oh, I wish I had came up with that. That's the FFX Theater right there. It's like, oh, that's such a good name. It was like
Family Fun Experience.
And it's spelled with an X too, by the way, which is super cool because I already don't know how to spell it. They did it on purpose. It's like a bunch of smart people. It's different. It's different when you have options, but when you really believe that experience was spelled with an X, it means you just need an education.
A little bit.
But they did it and it was funny. No, I'm kidding. I knew how to spell. Somebody out there believes I didn't know how to spell experience. But no, I didn't. I'm kidding. But really, the local artists, remember, if you're an artist out there, if you're a musician, this is an opportunity to do some cool stuff. But we are looking for, and listen guys, barbecue, what else do you want to see? Pizza, barbecue.
I mean, just
gyros,
your chicken. Chicken wings. If anyone knows how to make a banging chicken wing, I'm still looking. I've tried multiple places. I failed yet to come across anyone that's amazing.
Challenge.
So please, anyone that can do chicken wings.
All right, well, listen, and also guys, I gotta tell you something. Wait, Brandy doesn't know this, I'm telling him right now, but we're gonna go through, we're gonna have like a 80s, 90s movie review, and we're gonna try to find the best top 5 movies of the 80s and the top 5 movies of the 90s.
There's some great classics.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Now you're going to break it down into different genres?
Categories,
I would, because there's a few I can name right now that were amazing.
Are they all mob movies?
They are not.
That was so racist. I said it was Italian.
Actually, no.
You're like, are they all gangster rap movies?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I watched one last night, or a few days ago.
What did you watch?
American Graffiti.
Good grief, man. Guys, we got you covered. We got to go. We're out of time. We love you. This is Real Life with Duke White. See you soon.